What's up, guys? Welcome to day number 85, grinding until I'm a millionaire. This is just a daily check-in video every single day. I try my best to make a little video like this where I talk about my wins, my struggles, what I'm doing to hit that goal of $1 million. I did not make a video yesterday because I had by the time I was ready to do it, I was exhausted mentally, physically. I was tired. It was late. Now it's 3:29 right now, and I'm just barely sitting down to film this. Usually after I film it, I have like half an hour I got to transfer the footage. I got to edit it. Anyway, I don't plan to go to sleep until like 5 or 6 tonight. I really like, I'm going on the adrenaline of like, if I started building up the Future Millionaire website. You know, I said a couple days ago I bought the domain name. I was going to start setting that up, and I just want to have it as like a portfolio where I can do check-ins and I can track all of my progress on there, and that way you guys can look back on everything and see what's going on. So anyway, I started building that out and I got super excited. I made a different iteration of my daily to-do booklet because I just wanted to fine tune it a little bit and make it a little bit more generalized so that you guys can get the exact same one. So if you think this would be helpful, you know, the way that I do this and I check in everything, I modified it to be more around OKR goals. And it explains it in the booklet, exactly what they are and how to use them. It's such a fascinating concept. So when I started doing marketing with Texas Roadhouse, my coach really pushed us to do SMART goals, and you'll hear a lot about SMART goals. I think one of my high school teachers talked about doing SMART goals to us, and SMART goals are cool. Like the idea behind them is really cool. And SMART's an acronym for specific, measurable, attainable, trackable. I think that's it. So when you set a goal, you want to make sure that it's specific, that it's measurable, blah, blah, blah. And OKR goals are pretty much the same thing with extra layers. So the way that OKR goals work is you've got O stands for objective, and then you've got key results. And it's that simple. So what I do when I'm filling out this booklet is I write down my goals, my 3 goals. So like goal every single day, I do this. Write down my goals. So goal 1 is $5,000 a month in passive income. That is like a main objective. Another goal is to pay off debt. Pay off my freaking debt. And then number 3 is to move to Bali. Now, move to Bali is a little bit vague because in order to do that, I have to have a lot of other things lined up. But anyway, those are like my 3 main goals every day that I do. And so let's say that those are my objectives. And with the objective so KR stands for key result. With the OKR system, O stands for objective, KR stands for key result. You want to set your objective, and then you want to have 3 or 4 key results that line up with that objective. So in the booklet that I did, this newer booklet that you guys can get, it goes, you set your objective and you make sure you follow these 4 criterias. You set that objective. And so if you want to start a YouTube channel or grow a YouTube channel, like let's say the objective is to be making $100 a month from your YouTube channel by the end of the year. The end of next year. Okay, we'll say that because it's already the end of this year. I want to make $100 a month from my YouTube channel by the end of next year. Okay, and so that is a very specific objective. It's timely. It says, hey, you know, by the end of this year, I'm going to be doing this. And you can look at that goal and you can say, did I do this or not? Like, it's very objective, right? It's like you either are making $100 a month from your YouTube channel at the end of the year or you're not. Some people make goals where they're like, yeah, well, I just want to be better at talking to my spouse. And it's like, okay, well, how are you going to see if that's objective or not? Do you get the point? And so once you have that objective, let's say we're going with $100 a month from YouTube by the end of next year, you're going to set up your key results. And your key results are things that all go into the objective. Now, typically with an objective, a big objective, you're going to have lots of different key results, but you only want to pick 3. Because once you hit those, then you can replace them with new key results. So $100 a month by the end of the year, objective. Key result 1 would be like, let's say I need to go from 1,000 subscribers to 5,000 subscribers. Okay, so that's 1. 1,000 subscribers to 5,000 subscribers. Number 2 could be I need to facilitate one brand partnership that's consistently booking ad product placement in my videos. That's a second key result. Third key result could be something like increase my watch time of my video to 70%, from 30% to 70%. My AVD, let's increase the AVD from 30% to 70%. So those are your 3 key results. And the idea is like, if I grow my channel from 1,000 to 5,000 subscribers, will I be more likely to be making $100 a month from YouTube by the end of the year? The answer should be yes. If the answer is no, then you have a shitty key result and you need to redo it. So will I be closer to that goal after achieving key result? Will I be closer to making $100 a month by the end of next year if I facilitate one brand partnership that purchases product placement or just an advertising spot in my videos periodically? Yes, absolutely you will be. So go through and make sure those key results are measurable. Once you have your key results, what you're doing on your daily tasks are things that align directly with those key results. So what are you doing day to day that's going to get you closer to that 5,000 subscriber goal? What are you doing day to day that's going to get you closer to facilitating one brand partnership? What are you doing day to day that's going to get you closer to that 70% AVD? And once you figure those things out, all you have to do is like 1 or 2 of those things a day. And in a month, you're going to be 1,000,000 times closer than anybody else is. And just thinking about this gets me so excited because when I redid it, I think I realized one of my problems is I try and handle 3 and I need to just cut it down to 1 until I hit that goal and then cut it down, and then replace the 1 objective. I try and do 3 objectives at a time, which is 9 key results and like 20 tasks. If I simplify it, 1 objective, 3 key results, 5-10 tasks a day, it would just be easy to laser focus in there and hit that objective. So day to day, you're writing your tasks. And as you're doing your tasks, you're doing the same thing you did with your key results that go into your objective. If I do this task today, am I going to be more likely to hit that key result? If I do this task today, am I going to be more likely to have 5,000 subscribers in a year? Yes or no? And then you can prioritize the tasks based on that, like based on how likely this task is to move the ball forward. Is it a 1 priority? Is it a 5 priority? Like you can figure that out and pace it yourself. So anyway, I bought Measure What Matters. That's a John Doerr book. He talks about OKRs in there. It's the whole concept of the book is like how Google uses OKR goal setting to help their teams manage things and help their teams achieve projects. And so I bought it. I listened to it a couple years ago. It changed the way that I did goals, but I'm going to listen to it again or read through it again and make notes. That's probably going to be my daily reading book for a while, is go back through that. And just make sure that everything that I'm doing is moving the ball forward on my specific objectives. And I'm gonna simplify my objectives. I'm gonna laser focus in. I'm gonna just focus on one objective. So what I was trying to do, what I do is like one objective is a website-based objective. I have a website for the main brand. The next objective is a YouTube-based objective. So make X amount of money from the website or X amount of page views from the website, X amount of money from YouTube or X amount of subscribers from YouTube. And then the next objective is usually like a community-based, like grow my channel membership or sell more courses or something like that. And so I think if I just focused in on one of those, if I said, okay, I want to hit 50,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel by the end of this quarter, okay, by the end of next quarter or whatever, then that is all I'm going to focus on for that duration. And when I achieve it, then I can move on to a website focused goal or to a membership based goal or something like that. Like I can move it around, but it's going to start with just one of them instead of 3, because I I can work on 3, but I do it very poorly. When I'm trying to juggle 3 different objectives and like 9 key results, it's very hard to keep track and it's very hard to get everything done to move in that direction. Alex Hormozi has a super good analogy in one of his books, and he talks about, or maybe it's just a video, but he's like, oh yeah, well, I have a friend who's like got a list of 20 different businesses he's trying to run. And he's like, yeah, well, I also do this. And well, I also do this. And I think a lot of entrepreneurs find themselves in that, where we're like, oh, wow, I have all these skills and ideas. I'm going to just go start doing this now while trying to juggle this. And what we don't realize is that the only reason that first thing was successful or that first thing started doing anything is because that's what we focused all of our time on. When we add another project or we add another stream of income, typically you're going to take away from your effort on that first thing. And so that one's going to start to die off as that other one starts to grow. And so his whole motto is that if you just focus all your time and energy into one thing and you get that one thing going, then you can really blow it out of the water. So back to the story with his friend was trying to do all these things. And he's like, okay, well, like, how easy would it be to make this one thing successful if you stop doing everything else? And he's like, well, it'd be really easy. And he's like, okay. But his friend's like, well, but then I'd have to fire this guy, or then I'd have to quit this partnership, or then I'd have to do this. He's like, we get caught up and we get tied to a lot of obligations where we don't do what's in our best interest because it might not be in somebody else's best interest. Which brings me to another point of the day. I spent a lot of the day fighting with my ex today, and she said I'm not empathetic. And she's probably right. I think I am to a certain extent, but I'm also like, I don't give a shit what's going on in other people's lives. Like I do, but I also understand that I don't have the ability to control it. I don't have the ability to make a difference in it. And so therefore worrying about it is just seems like a waste of time, and not in a bad way. Like I know everyone goes through shit and everyone has struggles, but it's like, okay, you see a homeless man, right? You can feel bad for that homeless man. And maybe you should. You can feel bad for that homeless man. But then you ask yourself, like, what can I do anything to make the situation better? And sometimes the answer is yes. Like, yeah, you can give him a few bucks, you can make that situation better, and then you can carry on. Now, did you really solve the problem? No, but you did contribute to making that situation better. Now, you see a homeless man on TV in a documentary. Can you do anything to make that homeless man's life better? Not really. And so therefore worrying about it and stressing about it and feeling empathetic for it is kind of a waste of your energy and kind of a waste of your time. You've got to be, I don't know. I think we have very limited energy. We have very limited time here on this earth. And so what we spend our time worrying about and what we spend our time doing is so important. And if you just spend all of your time and energy worrying about other people's stuff, man, you're gonna have a hell of a time. Like, my life is hard enough. The shit I've got to deal with is hard enough. I don't have the bandwidth to worry about somebody else, especially if they're not in my life. Now, she makes a very good point about certain areas where it feels like it's hard, like I have a hard time being empathetic, and like maybe I'm just a bad person because I don't know, maybe I should be more empathetic in certain areas. And then again, maybe I'm just going to be on the right track by not worrying about anything else and just focusing on myself. I don't know. Well, maybe I'll regret some stuff in the next 5-10 years. I don't know. But that got me thinking a lot. I don't know. Seems like a fair amount of successful people are on either end of the spectrum. They're either like Oprah level empathetic, Oprah level caring, warm, just, that level of things, or you're on the other end where you're just like cold, focused on yourself. You don't worry about anything else. And I just think if you find yourself too far in the middle, there's nowhere to go from there. You're just going to be stuck in the middle. I think my tea's hot. Anyway, today's Friday. Friday, I do my live stream. I was able to pump out like 3 videos today relatively quickly. Did my live stream from noon to like 12:40, ended the live stream, went through the Discord, answered 2 questions that I found on the Discord, just through OBS, recorded them and screen recorded them in 1080, put them up, put them in Premiere, put a little bit of B-roll over them, trimmed the in and out points of the video, and then uploaded them to YouTube. Like, I got 3 videos done and a live stream in less than 2 hours, maybe 2.5. And so that was pretty good. I was able to just pump out videos, which always feels good. I have the review video that I filmed yesterday that I need to edit. I didn't edit it today, so I'm going to add that to my list for tomorrow, and just make sure that tomorrow I edit that video, because then I can script the next one and just keep moving the ball forward, pumping out review videos. I think I had some affiliate sales yesterday, $46 I made on affiliate sales, so that was nice. Better than a 0 affiliate sale day. Today, though, I don't think I got any, which is kind of sad. But what I was saying, no affiliate sales, bummer, is I think the more review videos that I do, the more likely I am to have affiliate sales. So there's probably 100 review videos that I can do. The quicker I get those out, the better off I'm going to be. So anyway, I need to edit that. Daily chores. I don't know, man. I did my laundry yesterday. I have more dishes. We'll make sure that I get those done before work. I work a double tomorrow, and it's going to be like, it's almost 4 a.m. already. It's going to be kind of tough because I'm going to be tired, but fuck it. I'm excited to build out that website, and that's what I'm going to do after that. After this, I'm going to put these files in there, upload them to YouTube, upload them to Spotify, and then edit that website while I'm tinkering with everything. I really just want to get that going so that I can start updating my progress on there. Trying to think. Dishes, laundry, thumbnails. He said he was going to do all the thumbnails, like do 10 thumbnails this week, where normally we do 5. And I don't want him to do that, because I only want to pay him for 5 thumbnails, not 10 thumbnails. I'm fine with getting 5 this week and 5 next week and just having like a backlog, but I don't want him to do all 10 this week. By Monday is the deadline, so I just want 5. I told him that. I've got 4 messages that I need to open from him, and I haven't yet. So I'll visit that. I don't know. I don't let things, like, I have notifications off for everything. Like, I deal with shit when I'm ready to deal with it. And right now I'm building the website and I'm working on this stuff. Like, I'm not talking about thumbnails. I'm talking about thumbnails. I'll make time for it tomorrow. Maybe I'll make time for it Monday. I said what I needed to say. I don't need to go back and forth about it. Like, boom. And I try really hard to be like that with everything. Like, I will batch reply to text when I feel like text messaging. When I'm not texting, like, if I'm working on something and I have a text pop up, that is the most frustrating thing. And I do not drop everything to respond to that. Like, sometimes it goes days before I get back to anybody. And is that good? Probably not. It probably pisses a lot of people off, but oh well, it is what it is. The only other thing I want to do tomorrow, so I need to edit that review video, I need to do dishes, I need to check in on the thumbnails, is I want to try and figure out what's going on with the motorcycle. The headlights only turn on like 30% of the time, and when I drive at night, I'm driving illegally technically, because I need to have my motorcycle endorsement and I only have a permit. And if I'm driving around with night without headlights, then I'm very likely to get pulled over and get the motorcycle towed. So we can't have that. I need to figure out what's going on with the headlights. The battery's still not really charging right, and maybe I'll just order parts and throw parts at it, or I'm going to just go test the damn regulator, and then I'll know from there. I'm just going to go test it. That's what I need to do tomorrow. Other than that, I'm not going to put anything else on my plate because I work a double. I'm probably not going to wake up until 11 or 12, and then I'm just going to get ready for work and go straight to work. And then I'll have a little bit of time after work. Like hopefully I'll get done by 8 or 9, and then I'll have a few hours of solid work time to do these tasks. But if I try and give myself like a full day worth of stuff to do tomorrow, it's not going to get done. I'm just going to feel bad about myself. And so it's really important to also keep your goal setting realistic. On that new version of the booklet, I put 3 tasks for each key result. So you have a couple daily tasks, you have a couple phone call tasks, and if you fill them out, if you need to fill them out, you fill them out, great. And if you don't, you don't. And limiting it to just a few tasks a day, I think is really important, because you don't want to overwhelm yourself. Like if you go every single day and you've only gotten like one thing done, you're going to feel pretty bad about yourself. So I don't know. I don't want to set you guys up for failure either. What's the date? 23rd. What? Tomorrow's Christmas Eve? That's crazy. It's almost 2024, guys. Isn't that insane? I think that's it. I think that's all I have to talk about today. Build up the website, did the live stream, got a bunch of videos cranked out today. I try and do all my videos on Friday, and Mondays I try and do my daily tasks and my delegation and stuff like that. So if I hit both the things, if I get videos done on Friday and I get shit delegated on Mondays, then the world is a better place. My world is a better place. Yeah. Anyway, that's day 85. We'll see you guys tomorrow for day 86. It might be a boring one because like I said, I gotta work all day and I'm poor. I just spent $400 on motorcycle tires. The motorcycle was supposed to be this quick, cheap fix. Like I was just supposed to put the parts on, ride the damn thing, and then I can save money for the car. And what's happening is I'm spending more money on the motorcycle than I would have to get my car running. But the motorcycle's so fun. So I don't regret it, but the more things happen, I'm like, God damn it, I gotta spend more money. Like I expected to spend $100 max, and I'm probably 4, 5, 6, 7 or 800 in on this thing. Oh, plus registration. So much money. All right, anyway, you guys have a good one. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Keep grinding.